We think a steepening global yield curve is a very good thing for the global economy and a very good thing for the stock market, but it is likely to impact different parts of the world, different countries, and different sectors differently than others. Banks borrow money from all of us or through other sources at short-term interest rates, and they lend out at long-term interest rates. So when there's a nice positive spread between the two, those loans become nicely profitable for banks. Recently, we've gone from a situation where yield curves were flat or inverted to now getting steeper yield curves. A flat yield curve just basically means there's really not much difference at all between short-term and long-term interest rates. An inverted yield curve means that short-term interest rates are actually higher than long-term interest rates. And so they're less inclined to want to make as many loans as they might otherwise. The US yield curve is still relatively flat, whereas in Europe and elsewhere, you've got a nice positive slope to the yield curve. So we think that provides, in a relative sense, a little bit more of a tailwind to non-US economies relative to the US economy. One of the big beneficiaries, obviously, of a steepening yield curve is banks, but it also impacts the sectors and industries that rely on that bank lending. So that would be areas like industrials, other value-oriented areas that tend to require credit to run their businesses. And so as those credit conditions improve, again, all else equal, we think provides a little bit more of a tailwind to some of those more cyclical, more value-oriented parts of global equity markets today.